As you know, my DVD went to all the state delegates, the GOP party last year, about the oath of office. So I'm doing that again this year, just getting comments from all the candidates about the oath of office. So could you tell our viewers what the oath of office is?
Well, the oath of office we take back there, that's an oath to live up to the principles of the Constitution of our government. And, of course, we all take it when we get sworn in every time.
Okay. Now, is there a penalty for violating the oath?
Yeah, the election.
Article 6 says that all congressmen and senators are bound by the oath as well as having to affirm or swear by it. But
Well, I feel bound by it, and I try to live up to it, and I think most try to live up to it. There are some who don't take oaths too seriously, but I take them seriously.
okay, and one more question. Ron Paul's mentioned that 1.5, something like that, trillion of the debt pie is fictitious because they created it out of thin air before they loaned it to Congress, that the Federal Reserve is a private corporation and they are loaning money they're creating out of thin air, and we have to pay that back. He says we shouldn't have to pay that back. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Ron makes some good sense from time to time. He's a very fine man, and
Well, I know you're supporting him. I think you voted to audit the Fed.
well, that's right. I mean, he feels like we do audit the Fed, but he feels it has to be a much greater audit than what goes on there. Ron's a fine guy, and he's carrying that particular load more than any other person.
Well, I know that Senator Bennett at the state GOP convention said that he had co-sponsored and voted to audit the Fed, but there were two bills. There was a bad bill and a good bill, and he voted for the bad bill, but you voted for the good.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
And I just have a quick question about Douglas Holtz-Aiken. I'm a little worried about him. I've had a conversation with him. It seems he doesn't know who owns the trillion. When the Federal Reserve creates a trillion before they loan it to Congress, he doesn't seem to know who owns it. How would you answer that question?
Doug is one of the smartest people back there. Now, he knows who owns it. He knows that the Fed is what creates the money.
But he didn't say who owns it once it's created, and we know the Federal Reserve shareholders own it, and he didn't say it.
My attitude is that the people own it, and it's just that simple.
The people. What an interesting answer. Which people are we talking about? Tell me which people are we talking about?
Well, we certainly know who doesn't own it, don't we?
The people.